shock my dog. Mangoon to you, responding to Hasan's meltdown about me by ShoeOnHead. This apparently is a gem, so we're gonna look at this. I am so ready. This is supposed to be a gem. I've seen some clips. I've seen meme templates being created, so we'll go in. We'll go in. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Every little bit of support matters and counts. Funny, Scooch and I really reacted to this as well. This has a lot of views and a lot of likes. Anyways, we'll go in. I'm curious where this is going.
The other day, I made a video about the Pragmata video game drama, and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men, and how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video was covering far-left Twitch streamer Hasan Piker's awful
Far left does not even describe it. My man is a far left extremist. That is a more fitting term for him. It's also very interesting, right? Like his response to the people wanting to be dads was hyper nihilistic. I find that very interesting. Anyways, that says a lot about a man. Say her name 3 times and she shall appear. Wait, what? ShoeOnHead. Anyways, where's she?
opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety so you have some context.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff.
I find that insanely hilarious. You want to know why I found that hilarious that he says this? His girlfriend does not want children. He can't even understand what these men what we want, that we want children, right? Because his chick doesn't want children. So all of what he does here is for naught, because nobody's even good, right? His beliefs are not even gonna be passed on. Anyways.
And I don't understand, like, why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy.
Isn't that funny? You should care about things that affect you. You should care about things that, you know, are fun to you. I find that hilarious. Okay, let's start that then. Let's play this game, okay? I'm not affected by racism. Why should I care? I'm not affected by wars going on. Why should I care? I'm not affected by a disability. Why should I care about disabled people? I don't care. I'm not affected by I don't know, rape. Why should I care? You see where I'm going with this attitude. Oh, animal abuse. I don't care about that. Doesn't affect me. I don't have animals. You get what I'm trying to say here? You get what I'm trying to say here? Anyways, this man is stupid.
Right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire.
Yes. I don't care what's happening there, right? Technically, to his logic, he doesn't need to care about that because it doesn't affect him directly. I don't need to care about Ukraine. It doesn't affect me. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Stop dreaming of becoming a doctor. You never experienced being a doctor, so you can't be a doctor. Basically. Pretty much, yeah. And it is nihilistic horseshit. It is.
For anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers.
Yeah, a sex haver who will never have children because Valkyrie racist doesn't want to let him nut inside her. Anyways. Wow, you got so far. Right before the goal, but now the goalkeeper has closed the door and doesn't let you go in anymore. Congratulations. Wow. Wonderful. Well, in that case, you could just go into a brothel anyways.
Losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Also, 35? No kids? Sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept.
That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video. I didn't think much of it, I just uploaded it and moved on. The next day, I woke up.
You want food? You've never starved, so why do you care about getting food? Anyways. This guy is... I think I'm gonna keep the mind grape. I think that's a good word to use.
Up. And my YouTube homepage was flooded with videos like ShoeOnHead just ended Hasan. ShoeOnHead destroys Hasan. ShoeOnHead finishes on Hasan.
Tectone.
Wait, what? I had no idea.
Pause. Okay, Tectone, that's diabolical right there. Okay, that's a diabolical title. Yo, what, bro?
What was going on, and to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then prompted a bunch of new videos. Hasan just had his biggest meltdown. Hasan
More Pegasus. Brittany Venti. I don't like Brittany Venti. She's retarded. Anyways.
Hasan's biggest meltdown yet. ShoeOnHead has completely
Wait, ref in a ShoeOnHead video. That's a new one.
mind-broken Hasan. His response to me couldn't be that bad, right? Right?
What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from ShoeOnHead. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you...
Look at him. Look at him melt. Look at him having a meltdown. Bro, it really ain't that deep. It's much like a really small section. It really ain't that deep. It really ain't that deep. I'll be real. It's really not. It's really not that deep. Anyways, I liked him more when he still gave bro tips from the professor.
Listen to ShoeOnHead. What the f*** is wrong with you?
In this video, I'm going to show my raw reaction to his response, and throughout that will be sprinkled in, like, normal commentary. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was really debating whether or not to do a response to his response, but, like, everyone else is covering this crash out, so why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? Like, there's currently a resolution in Congress to, like, disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really have nothing better to do? Like, there is so much—
That is a thing. This politicians disavowing random people. Why? Why? What's the purpose? What's the point? Why would you do this? What's the point? Son talked on the topic for a few seconds, even called her by her name. That's interesting. Bros, I just noticed his speaking patterns with gaps and irrelevant. It's like he throws in like these petty like insults, but there's like not like in the section that we seen for now, there was nothing substantial in there. There was nothing in there. Anyways, it's interesting.
much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens like every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why for 5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we dive into today's reaction.
Diabolical transition into ground news ad, I'll be real.
And video, shall we? When you browse the news, you will probably arrive at completely different conclusions depending on what outlet you see first. For example, if you saw this headline first, you might think things are going according to plan and the war may be over soon, and this is just a smart pressure tactic to get the deal done. However, if you saw this headline first, you might think that things are going to escalate. And if you saw this headline first, you might think Trump is going crazy and probably is not emotionally stable enough to even be the president. 3 headlines, 3 completely different conclusions. And that's why today's sponsor, Ground News, is so important. Ground News is a website and an app designed to make reading the news easier and more data-driven. Every day they pull in thousands of stories from all around the world, and each story comes with visual breakdowns of political leanings and ownership bias. Let's go back to that story to see it in action. Right away, you can see that 117 outlets covered this story. That's a lot. You can also see the bias distribution chart for the story. The coverage was pretty even all across the political spectrum. And under that, you can check the overall factuality and ownership. You can even see who broke the news first, which is pretty cool. But one of my favorite features of Ground News has to be the blind spot feature. It is so fun. It basically shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum, but ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how the US government wants Google to share data on an unidentified Canadian Trump critic. Bizarre and dystopian. 32 outlets covered this story. 22.
Well, have you looked at what they're trying to do in Europe? Very bizarre. It gets worse, honestly. It gets more bizarre as days go on. It is already very bizarre, and it gets more bizarre. It is the bizarrest of all bizarres.
2 were left-wing, and only 2 were right-wing. That's insane. I am definitely going to read up on this. I've been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I check in the morning. It really helps me digest all the news better and helps cut through all the noise. But don't just take my word on it. The Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their
I prefer expanding my empire at my dong.
amazing features. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen or use the link in the video description down there. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. I can always count on you. Right? And now, without further ado, let's get back to this video. So I thought it would be fun if someone joined me responding.
What is this? So this is what it is, huh? Why is Alana there, though? Why particularly smug Alana? That's the question I'm having. I mean, I love her though. She's great. I like smug Alana. She's great. She's indeed great. That's hilarious that she's there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's kind of a weird combo, but I like it. I like it. I don't mind. That's an interesting combo.
To this because it is so
By the way, where's the video on VTubers? We're still. You said there was a chance. Where is it?
ridiculous. I needed somebody to like bounce off with because I felt like I needed some like emotional moral support because I feel like I'm going insane watching this. So I am joined here today with the lovely smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend I am doing it right now.
No, nice bounce.
Well, I mean, it'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last ShoeOnHead video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do? Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can.
You already have a pretty small brain, you know? You have a small head. There's not much brain fitting in there. How could you lose more? Even if you did that, you would just miss. Anyways.
Operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that ShoeOnHead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Still has yet to bring up anything.
Nothing. 0 points.
Yeah, nothing, like I said, nothing substantial was brought up. Nothing. It's literally just like insult after insult after insult. It's like nothing substantial. What I've noticed with Hasan is he cannot criticize people on a factual data basis. He hurls insults at you, and that's it. He doesn't do anything else. And I've noticed this particular with him. He provides no proper criticism. It's just insult after insult after insult. You can't even have a rational discussion with this man. Not that I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not.
0 points addressed.
How many seconds in are we?
I basically made the same joke in my video about like giving myself brain damage so I could understand.
Trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Imagine being that chatter, like, hey Hasan, did you check out this video? Do you want me?
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out.
Please.
Emo?
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No, hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions of the internet.
I do not have.
It's also very interesting. It's also very interesting. See, people like complaining, I can't, this person doesn't have a consistent opinion. Well, spoiler alert, if you receive data that contradicts your opinion, you better adjust it and correct what you believe, because fun fact, again, I don't get why this is a problem. If somebody changes their beliefs or opinions because they've seen data, they've seen facts, it would be retarded, it would be stupid to keep running with a wrong opinion. So yes, you are in fact supposed to change your opinion if you receive data that contradicts yours, if yours isn't factually based. It's that simple. It's not that hard. Discussion, you can't even have a rational moment, few seconds of straight talk out. It's also, right? It's like weird. So what he wants is, he says she's not consistent. In other words, what that means is he will perpetrate a lie that he knows is wrong due to him wanting to stay consistent with his beliefs, which is very interesting because that's what the reverse means. That simple.
That many videos. I have like 100 videos in the span of like a decade. You could go randomize and click on any of those videos and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago. Which, honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about. But, okay, my point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as, like, a bad thing is bizarre. Especially as a guy whose goal is, I assume, to change people's...
I have a theory what changed some of her beliefs. Becoming a mom. I have a theory, and I think it's becoming a mom. She, in this, right, in the way she's dressed here, she's also a lot more mom-coded. She reminds me a little bit of the mom from Inside Out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She does.
Mind politically. He's totally for people changing their minds politically, but only when they change their mind to agree with him. He supports people changing their mind as new information presents itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me changing my mind on like...
And not sitting in a chair and watching his husband get have fun with another man, and he isn't mind raped. Anyways.
3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously. From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are gonna change a little sometimes.
No way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believed like 10 years ago.
No, absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a
Yeah, I had to change my opinions. When I was 10, I thought chickens weren't dinosaur, and now I know chicken belong into the same category. Like, not the same, but they are dinosaurs. They're just avian dinosaurs. Anyways, was it non-avian? Doesn't matter. They're still dinosaurs.
baby, and then I lived in the city.
Which means factually, if you eat dino nuggets, you are literally eating dino nuggets. Moving on.
And then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys. And maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like, when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like, hey,
Exactly.
F the police. And then you live, and then you're an adult with a child, and you live in the city, and it's like, oh, actually, no, we need more police.
Never mind.
I just confuse terminally left-right brained people. I always have. Hyper-partisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just like put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hasan usually can hand-wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand-waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels. He can't do that with me. So what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay, man, you got me. Emo is when
Bro, he basically, right, he couldn't come with proper criticism, so basically he just hurled something at her that you would use if you were like in like 4th grade or like 5th, 6th, if you were like a young teenager. But maybe they'd S tier dinosaurs and I didn't know. Well, technically they are, because they're still here. The T-Rex isn't. Moving on.
Eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time. Like wanting free healthcare, but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens. Like, in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist, right? They think like, oh, if you think unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like, no. Sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as like flip-flopping or being a grifter. When to me, it's like completely normal, common sense stuff. Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like Hasan telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Like, what?
Did bro just advocate for crime? Sadly, Hasan too. Is he a dinosaur? If he were around back then, that comment would have never hit us.
What in the fucking LARP is that? Yeah, stealing is so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community. And then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town. And a food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know? You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hasan Piker. You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as like incoherent, when to me his politics are the ones that are incoherent. The video was barely political. My response to him was about his like nihilist.
Yeah, the thing is though, his just aren't incoherent. They're incoherent. They're downright impossible. They are downright impossible. They're also absolute hypocrisy because he does not practice what he preaches. He lives a lavish lifestyle as a socialist. If anything, I would take him more serious if he were living a really minimalist life, but he doesn't do that. And there is that, and you know exactly why he doesn't do that. Anyways, he self-reported himself from time to time What happened when the platform CEO love you too much without any good reason? Well, maybe he pays them. Who knows?
Mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years, we had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Oh, he was gonna save young men from the alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left because
Listen, he doesn't provide any value, right? He doesn't. I've said this before, but a lot of these political commentators, they don't really provide any value. What is Hasan affecting in the real world? Same with Destiny. Same with Nick Fuentes, even. What are they? Do they bring they actually about change in the real world, not on the internet? In the real world, is that happening? Can you point to me if there's somewhere a company for either of those that pushes their beliefs in any way, shape, or form? The only one I know is the one that Charlie Kirk had. That's it. I've never heard of the others bringing about actual real-life effects. Well, besides advocating for taking people's lives for some of those, but anyways, moving on.
like Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions. Hasan does not do that. Hasan closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that, was political was the part where I agree with Hasan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care.
It's especially since his take wasn't even political, right? It wasn't. Her thing wasn't political, and he responds with politics. Interesting.
About a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them, and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument that ShoeOnHead makes, one that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016?
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. More.
Indeed. Quite indeed. Yeah. Yeah.
More people are watching. So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, Hasan. People disagree with you now.
Look at me. As an emo girl, 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Wait, 4chan guys want to...
I'm gonna respond with something sexual, because sex is the only thing that I understand that is of value to me. Congratulations.
Fap to me? Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive to have an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hasan.
First of all, I like how you used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes, it's gooning. Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in 2016, Hasan. Come on. If this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist, but it's being said by someone with the hive mind approved opinion, so it's okay. It's called dark woke, chud. We decided to become more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine, he would support it. But since
What do you mean this man dated a corn star? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ludwig maybe Hasan doesn't do anything with Valkyrie racist either. That would explain a lot of things. Poker loves this man. I'd rather that would be the third person here to remove their brain in this case, which would be me. Yeah, no, I'm good. It's interesting that it's so off, but it's so odd that Smugalana is in there. The definition of rules for thee, but not for me. Indeed, he likes used goods. He likes used goods. Indeed. Also, hi, Beastkeeper Judah. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Indeed. He likes used goods. Why are all of these big creators? Why do they all like used goods? What is this?
I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how Hasan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to
It's also really hilarious, right? So he like wants to act like he's like feminist, pro-women. But then he's like, yeah, the only value you provide is that you're a sex object. And I'm like, huh, that's kind of... I guess he still, deep down, still is the brofessor. Deep down, Hasan, you can't find back to your old ways. Come back to being a brofessor and give bro tips for the bros.
status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hasan. Not a good look, buddy. And also, bro, you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ.
JQ? GQ?
You are on the cover of GQ in a f***ing hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can.
That's quite a high body fat percentage right there. That's quite a high body. He's kind of fat in this one. Just saying. But then again, they didn't know they had fat male models. Yeah, he is kind of fat in this one. Body fat percentage is decently high. He has a bit of a chunk his neck. And he does show signs of moobs.
Yeah.
Just to shield everyone's eyes.
Like
Like,
a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
you are spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how Hasan Piker starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday, 8:30 a.m. and we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted after body fit.
What? What? Huh? No, they didn't actually write that out. He kind of... Yeah, this isn't his best... I agree, this isn't his best shot. This isn't his best shot. Indeed. Nah, no fucking way. A bit big, but it's fine. No fucking way they dropped that in there.
What? By the way, written by a male, too. And I'm just like, I would have thought...
That's gay. That's gay. This man's gay. What is the chances that this man, I have to say this. What is the commie into trans pipeline, by the way? Every time I see a commie, they're trans. Have you noticed that? I have noticed that. Every time you see a commie, especially on Twitter, it's like, commie, it's like trans flag, commie. Anyways.
Thought it was... Yes, I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin.
Looks max it. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Looks like a normal dude. He is indeed a normal dude. But still, I don't know. Bet the article writer isn't fit. Yeah, probably not.
Kind boxers poking out.
The socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening off the sweat beading on his chest hairs. So when it's women and gays thirsting after you, then it's a good thing. But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret like some kind of K-pop star so he can like be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female fans.
No, that's not the reason. That's not the listen, that's not the reason. The reason why the relationship is quote-unquote private, it's an open secret, right? The reason why that is quite simple, actually. It's because she would lose all her simps. We can see that with, Pokimane. The moment this Asian dude popped up, her numbers crashed, which is so interesting. Because, right, as long as there's no man involved, that means there's a chance. There was never a chance. You just never saw the man, but there was never a chance.
I'm always talking about being married, like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm the whore, not the one playing e-boyfriend.
You're covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say like, oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shue doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing. Like she's very moderate.
People, wait, hold on, sorry, my dad is calling. Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone with him. Hey, we're busy. The left in a MAGA body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive mind and a MAGA body. What did they even mean by that?
Being attractive and eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f are we smoking?
For like a good 3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hasan Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said, which like, what the f did they mean by that? Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success.
And that's arguably questionable. That's arguably questionable. That is questionable. I would argue that that's questionable even then. Like, right? I think currently he looks what is MAGA, but I have don't ask me, I have no idea, but apparently MAGA is looking like Arnold or something. Young Arnold or whatever. MAGA is apparently nowadays being like having a fit body. But that in reverse means that every leftist is a unfit slob, which I don't believe either. Anyway, it's just so interesting. I don't know. It's just so interesting. I think right now he looks a bit better than he did in that shot. That just looked diabolical, I'll be real. His head looked also extra small. Hasan, I have no mind and I must scream. Head empty. No thoughts behind that big forehead.
On camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete. A square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot. Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying.
What is the chance that's just a bunch of gay men? Which I don't care really. If you're gay, I don't give a shit much, but still. Probably just a bunch of gay men. And then fat women. Anyways, give them benefit of excuse. Poker, the suit he wears makes his head look normal size. True, we also know that black makes people look slimmer than they actually are. So there's that.
Mr. Piker's appearance, and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch Hasan is because he's attractive, and that he uses his appearance and thirst traps to gain a following. So is he like projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation of being nothing but eye candy? And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have, like, half the following I have. You can...
Can't deny that. Can't deny that. But you can be a VTuber! You can be a VTuber. You can be a VTuber. That solves the problem. That's a possibility now.
Easily say the same thing for Hasan. But at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some like astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of like political sex symbol Embarrassing.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, Hasan?
Yeah. Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and Hasan and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age. And like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic, okay?
People like ShoeOnHead are basically a humanoid version of a f***ing Reddit aggregator.
Reddit? Reddit hates me.
Reddit is a leftist circle of hell. What? How does that even work? Not only that, like what? Anyways, if I would open a YouTuber account, it'll be hilarious how the community will brush him out. It's, yeah, true. If he would do that, yeah. Let's not do that. We've seen what items did. I think that's not a good idea. I think that's not the right. Is Hasan gonna also pull up in an ugly dragon?
Literally 80% of his audience are f***ing Redditors. Are we f***ing for real right now?
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why didn't he say 4chan or Twitter? He's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even banter or do the jokes correctly.
Unironically, I think this entire rant, this clip, just sounds like if you were just to post the question, what do you think of ShoeOnHead on r/politics, and then read the comment section.
Yes.
It's just angry Reddit-coded malding. You know the worst part? This is the best thing you
What?
could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ. What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from ShoeOnHead. If you're getting your politics from a person like ShoeOnHead, you should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics from ShoeOnHead? I don't expect my audience to get their politics from me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to, like, pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions, and people are free to agree or disagree. Hasan, on the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro, you're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it.
Ugh.
Say it, pussy. Did he change into a suit because I made
True, right? It's like he can't get banned, so he might as well say it. He can't get banned, so he might as well say it. Why not say it? Also, I wonder, are Shue and Smuggle on alive or not? I'm curious.
fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists, like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're
Right.
being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman! It's like he's fighting his bro, like, instincts.
He's reverting back to bro tips, Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
Bro tips from the professor. He could just go back. He's a villain, but not the super one. As Megamind said, the difference is presentation. Indeed. He's also like, he's like a side villain. He's not even the main villain, like not even the main villain. Just a side character, right? He's like, what's a good example? What Copy Vegeta.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you.
Honestly, his head looks so small here. I love how people found these clips. I don't know how they found them, genuinely. I don't know. I wish I would know. The first time I've seen these clips was when I reacted to a video that Bearing made. But yeah, look at this. The tiny head.
This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on, because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk. about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me.
If you are going to ShoeOnHead for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like, who gives a f? I feel like just takes himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one that I can name.
But that's pretty normal for people on his side, right? They take everything way too seriously. That's when you make a joke, they will call you a bigot, racist, transphobic, homophobic, insert phobic. It's always been like that. Hasan makes Vegeta seem like a scientist. No, I mean copy Vegeta. So there was an arc in Dragon Ball Super where a slimy purple thing copied Vegeta. It was a completely irrelevant villain. It was just like filler. Didn't matter. That's what he is. He's a filler villain.
That are at the top with Twitch with Hasan. Every single one of them at least like makes jokes about their appearance. Asmon talks about how he's bald and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly, good luck, dude.
Thanks.
Wait, Crash, now you like to wipe the drool off his mouth.
People should.
He's like, he's like frothing.
Frothing at the mouth like a bulldog.
All right, so then we got one of these Hasan.
Why is that? Why is she here, bro? Why is she? By the way, I still think that Ethan Klein should have just given her life, given her just like the Klein being quite big here and just shoving it up her, you know where the sun doesn't shine, right? Because like she doesn't even, right? She isn't even stopping. And I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. It's so weird. It's so weird, right? I don't know why. It's like so weird what this woman, with the pipeline this woman fell down, right? She was like really beloved, right? Casey Tron was, you wouldn't believe that, right? But she was really beloved, and now it's like weed addict, fat, and whatever this is. He's not even a side villain. He's like the snapping stick that reveals the MC location. He's like a bandit on the road. It's like right there, the MC just encounters him, just flicks his finger, and he's gone.
Orbiters. So a former booby streamer. This is Casey Tron.
Oh my god, I cannot stand this girl. This ShoeOnHead girl, pick me woman.
ShoeOnHead and her dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like, I don't know. It's like ShoeOnHead, if you like care.
The dumb audience of incels. The shot. This woman is not this woman currently not smoking, but she still sounds high. And she looks really tired. Chat, this is what weed does to you. You want to know what it does? This is what it does. This is where you will end up if you smoke it. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. This is your fate.
So much about these incels, go one.
This is such a self-report for being a retarded whore. Like, I love the implication too that like Casey Tron thinks.
Damn! Damn! She still sound retarded AF. Indeed! Oh god, it's her baby. Hi Lumpy, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. All the brain cells have left the building. She's still huffing that pumpkin spice weed. So it would seem. Someone more than Hasan they should marry. Nah. Let's hope that neither of those have children. Smugala is just saying it the way it is.
The only way you can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Does this thought process just come free with not having a father figure? Do I have to have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh wait, you won't.
I'm gonna respond with something again. Here it is again. I'm gonna respond with something sexual because sex is the only form of value that I understand. Yo ho. Anyways, wait until the end. Smug destroys Hasan. Oh, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm so ready.
Don't because you're just grifting to them. Like, you don't even want to get with them either, but you'll condemn other women.
The woman is married. She has a child. She's married unlike you, and she has a child unlike you. Oh no. Oh, by the way, I wasn't expecting you to react to Apologetics Roadshow. Him and Apostate Prophet are hilarious duo. I occasionally get clips of them on TikTok, so that was very interesting.
For not wanting to who you don't want to okay.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to people? What is it? Hat on foot again. Hat on foot making YouTube videos from Earth 2 about how women owe men sex. What
She's
the fuck
really
is she doing?
fantasizing.
Why is everything sex with these people too? Like everything is sex. You talk about the human desire to like create a family and have a legacy, and they're like, sorry you can't get laid, incel. Sorry you can't get pussy.
Says the chick that sits in her room all day and smokes weed until she's numb.
People. Are you being serious?
I was just waiting for it. Poker challenge at the hardest level. Make Casey Tron make sense. I guess this will be. I guess even Einstein can fix that one. Einstein. Well, that's a bit. That's good. That's gonna be a bit difficult. Yeah. Typical addict.
Dog, what do you...
If you look up the dangers of smoking marijuana in like a Kids Dare pamphlet, there's just a picture of Casey Tron's face.
You're happily married and have a child, but because some fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to f a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a weekly raffle? Pull a random inside of how do you verify that one of your people are...
Easy. Do it like Bonnie Blue. There's gotta be one among these 1,000 men, right? Anyways, it's just...
20?
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. ShoeOnHead should be thanking me for giving her and her incel following. Say it again, award! Say it again,
Incel! It's like a parrot, man.
What? Incel!
You know Jafar from Disney?
Hassan is Jafar, and like...
Yeah.
Sitting on there, she's like, what? Incel! And she's like, good girl, yes, giving her a cracker.
Yeah, here's your cracker.
So once again, people in his chat brought up my video. He has not responded to it. He has not made a single point. Called me emo, called me irrelevant, you know, but he didn't call me wrong. Notice that.
They never call you wrong.
They always call you buzzwords, right? They always call you buzzwords, but they never call you a liar. I wonder why that is. It's so true. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. It is so weird. It is so... Words have meaning. And these people... I fucking hate it.
Wrong. They call you emo, but they'll never call you wrong.
Did you see what ShoeOnHead responded on Twitter? No. Also... What? Who cares?
Dude, that laugh is killing me.
Guys, who cares? Bro, the fake laugh. What is going on?
What are you guys talking about, man?
What are you guys talking about?
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay? Like, that's cute, Hassan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Does he not understand that?
I don't think I need to say more of that clip. Shock, 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 my dog. You can silence 50 scholars with one fact, but you cannot silence an idiot with 50 facts. Well, here's a fact. You could throw a rock. Rock! Incel! Rock! Yep. Like a fucking parrot. It's crazy. I need to work on my parrot impression. I'll be real. That wasn't peak. Hold up. That was terrible. My apologies. I think she needs to lay out the crackers. Get ready for it. I'm so ready. Let's go.
95% of his fan base are terminally online Redditors. Like, they don't give a fuck about your rally, bro, in the background over here. They want you to call ShoeOnHead a Nazi to validate their hatred and their feelings.
Whatever the ShoeOnHead said.
It's the laugh again! No!
What is that? Why does he laugh like that? What is that? Why? Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, you're joking. Stop.
Hasan is pissed because, like, he's finally out doing something in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this. And you know what? To be, like,
Oh well, I take back what I said. I guess he does wander around like a real human being and gets out of his chair. And doesn't just let his chair stream anyways.
completely fair, which is something these people would never do for me, this was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, I don't care, I'm busy doing like real things in the real world. Okay, fair enough, understandable, have a nice day. But then, then he says this.
Talk to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up for ShoeOnHead. Okay, what's their wiki feed looking like?
What?
Okay, what's their
What is going on? Did I listen to what that woman said? No, absolutely not. Let me know if I can see her feet though.
What?
That's so random. That's so random. You'll find out soon why Hasan is really mad at Shue. He didn't get to see her feet? That's so random. Why is that in here? Why did he say that? He does the same without context, just annoying, let the subject talk about sync. Check him out if you don't believe me. I know who Cenk is, I know. Especially after, didn't Charlie Kirk have a real crash out about him on stage? Because Cenk was being retarded in the audience anyways?
Honestly, it would be Giga Chat if it came from anyone funny or likable.
Like, if the chatter didn't even bring it up, why did you bring up WikiFeed?
I know. By the way, if you guys don't know, WikiFeed is a website where people upload pictures of like celebrities' feet. Let's look up Hasan's foot.
Oh my, no way. He's got his bare tootsies online.
Stop. Stop. No, Shue, stop. Stop. Stop.
Wait, I have a higher feet score than Hasan. Is
4.8.5 stars. Well, there we have it. There we have it. He's mad because their feet are rated higher. And the 4.79 stars. Why is that a thing? Why? There it is. There it is. What is this? What is this? Why is that a thing? But then again, we had the period tracker for VTubers, so why am I even surprised?
Is this what this is about?
He's mad?
He's been footmogged.
By the way, never addressed anything.
Footmogged? I fucking hate footmogged. I fucking hate you. Footmogged is crazy. Acting similar to the Russians taking people's cloths to give their to donks when they try to escape. You mean the scent? Clothes and scent. Sorry, stroke.
You said never
No.
even attempted to refute a point you
No.
made. Just starts going on about like WikiFeed.
If I sold feet pics, if I sold pictures of my feet, would he use this as an insult? No, because he's Mr. Sex Positive, Mr. Sex Work is Real Work, Mr.
It's
Brothel
sex
Boy.
work, yeah, I'm making a difference. Unlike
It's not real work, but I not footmogged. Anyways, that's crazy. But yeah, it's not real work. It's not a job. It will never be a job. And I will make fun of each and every one of them. I don't care. I don't care.
Shue and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid, don't go watch the video. Don't go watch it, guys, she's stupid.
Also, her feet are kind of nice looking.
The craziest part about all of this was after his crash out and like after everyone was making fun of him, he gets on Twitter and he's like, I've yet to watch any of her content. Excuse me? So what the f are you basing all of this on? How am I stupid? How do I change my politics?
He only bases it on what other people have told him about you, and that's that. That's what he does. And that's, to be fair, that's not really a fault. It doesn't fault, but it's not. But Poker, the sniffy whiffy, diabolical. it's not. See, it's not something you can super fault him for this, because we almost all do this. We take what we have about the person from what we've heard from others. But that's about it. I thought if you did what you loved, it wasn't work. Chat. Don't love your job. Job your love.
How am I just an emo girl that men fap to? Either A, he's lying and he has seen my content, or B, he's just blindly repeating things he's seen other people say about me. Either way, it's pathetic. He's stuck between, like, wanting to be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution. And
Yeah, he could literally just do the meme like, I don't even know who you are, and move on. But he won't do that because he can't. His ego doesn't allow that. Because deep down, he is still the professor. He will always stay the professor. That's what he is.
wanting to tear me down. But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just looked at me and went, "Woman online must be a whore." Which honestly, not a bad guess.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait. I find it incredibly ironic that the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then lied about it and gaslit everybody thinks that anyone else needs to be embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your entire career, the better part of a decade plus, being a political commentator, but the only thing that the majority of the internet knows you for is zapping your dog for stepping off its 4 square foot cot that you've designated for it. That's your fucking legacy, Hasan.
Well, it's true though. Anytime anybody talks about Hasan, right? Anytime, right? Doesn't matter. Anytime, right? People fap to you and I am people. Hasan is right, but most people aren't having an audience. Once you have an audience, you should be a bit more careful than hear what they say in the hood and make at least a bit of homework. Destroyed by a 40-year-old man VTuber. Then if you don't want the audience to cook you eventually. It's true though. Every single little thing that Hasan does is just met with, yeah, but you shocked your dog. He could be saving a child from a burning building, and all people remember is, but you shocked your dog. That's all there is to it.
Shot my dog, I can't stop, yeah.
Like, obviously he watched the video and something in it really had him rattled. Like, was it the brothel thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay? We're the same age, Hasan. It is not too late. This is all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking.
No, Shue. No. It is too late. No. It is too late. Valkyrie's not gonna let him hit inside, if you know what I mean. She has closed the doors. Anyway, you know, it is too late. It is indeed too late.
For a response video. So there's your response video. I also just want to make it clear that if he responds, I will not be responding back unless it's something absolutely insane that requires a response. I refuse to get caught in the Hasan Piker content loop. I will leave that to the professional Hasan Piker farmers. There are people who have made
Yeah, that would be Nux, Pegasus, Tectone has farmed him. There's a bunch of other people who have farmed this man. Like, they made hundreds of videos about this man. That's the truth. I remember many other things though. Yeah, but the general landscape of normies will only remember one thing. He shocked his dog. That's all.
Wealth off of farming this guy, okay? I am but a humble culture war farmer. I am but a humble gender war farmer. And my crops are dying. I must get back to them. They're calling him the corniest man alive. The final boss of performative male feminism. The human.
Interesting. He blocked her. Asman is a pro Hasan farmer. Yeah, Asman as well. Diabolical is totally for Pegasus. More for Pegasus is actually Gun on stream, doxing wrong people, threats, slurs, supporting 4+ terrorist organizations. Down, having a minor. Yeah, it's crazy. But people will still mostly remember him for the day the dog met the lightning. Anyways.
Brian Griffin. This is like when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
yes, or like with the cat ears, the little
Yes.
headset with the cat ears. I
this
love
is
that there's not just one picture; it's two in different shots. So like, it's like, dude, can you
The toothpick changes everything kind of post. That's what it is.
just take a picture of me like holding it and then like putting it down on
I'm
my
like
lap, like I'm
solemnly
done reading
looking
it.
out the window.
My dog is literally just sitting next to me, staring at me. He knows I'm talking about Hasan. He knows, Kaya, I will save you.
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit, okay? I'm glad you were with me for this. Plug your stuff for everybody watching.
Follow me on Twitter, on Smugalana. Follow me on Twitch. I go live 5 days a week. Join my Discord, lots of early.
I like this woman. I like Smugalana. She's great. She indeed is great. 10 out of 10 Fox VTuber. Should check her DMs more often though.
Nice people to hang out in there. Absolute pleasure, Kami Mommy. Emo girl with the feet.
Yes. If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. I'm going to start doing live streams for Patreon members only. That should be a lot of fun, and I will see you guys next time with a new video.
Anyways, that looks hilarious, honestly. Anyways, yeah, that was the video, and that was a lot of fun. Just took an hour to get through, but you know, if others can farm Hasan, so can I. The funny mixtape video sent is less than 5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do that as well. Anyways, yeah, I think I said everything I need to say here. Yeah, this is a diabolical. This might be one of the more diabolical videos on Hasan, and that's really all there is to it. Why does he look so gay here? Anyways.